Every single day, we use tons of things without even thinking about where they came from. The toilet, your toothbrush, even your fork. They all have stories that go way deeper than you'd expect. Today, we're digging into 5 everyday household objects that have some seriously hidden histories. Trust me, after this, you'll never look at your bathroom or kitchen the same way again. All right, we're starting strong with the mighty toilet. Believe it or not, the idea of flushing waste away is ancient. Over 5,000 years ago, people in the Indus Valley civilization had basic plumbing that carried waste through drains. Fast forward to 1596, and we meet Sir John Harington, a godson of Queen Elizabeth I, who designed a flushing toilet that used water to wash away waste. It was super fancy, but nobody wanted to copy him because people thought it was weird. The real revolution didn't happen until the 1800s, when sewage systems became common in cities. That's when inventors like Thomas Crapper, yes, that's a real name, popularized the modern flush toilet. So next time you flush, you can thank a royal inventor and a guy literally named Crapper. Now let's talk about the toothbrush, your morning and nighttime companion. The first toothbrushes were actually chew sticks used by ancient Egyptians around 3000 BC. They'd fray one end of a twig and use it to scrub their teeth. In China around the 1400s, people started attaching boar bristles to bamboo or bone handles. That's basically the first real toothbrush. When it reached Europe, people found boar hair too rough, so they started experimenting with softer materials. In 1938, everything changed. Nylon was invented, and with it came the first modern toothbrush. Then in 1954, the first electric toothbrush hit the market in Switzerland. So the next time you're brushing your teeth, remember, you're using technology that's over 5,000 years in the making. Now, what good is a toilet without toilet paper? People have been cleaning themselves since, well, forever, but the methods were, creative. Ancient Romans used a sponge on a stick, Vikings used wool, and in medieval Europe, people just used whatever was handy, moss or cloth. Paper only entered the picture in China around the 6th century. By the 14th century, the Chinese emperor had specially made sheets for his royal bathroom. Talk about luxury. Toilet paper didn't hit the US until the 1850s. In 1857, a guy named Joseph Gaiety sold the first packaged toilet paper and advertised it as a medical product. Then in the 1890s, companies started rolling it up like we use today and, thankfully, made it softer. So yeah, something we totally take for granted was once a royal-only item. Let's move to the kitchen. Forks, spoons, and knives. Humans have been using tools to eat for tens of thousands of years, but the modern utensils we know today took a while to develop. The spoon is ancient. The oldest ones date back over 20,000 years and were made from bone or wood. Knives, of course, came next, originally hunting tools that slowly became eating utensils. The fork, though, was controversial. When it showed up in Europe around the 1000s, people actually thought it was sinful. Some even said using a fork insulted God because he gave us fingers for a reason. By the 1700s, the fork finally became common. And by the 1800s, full utensil sets were a sign of class and good manners. So that little fork in your kitchen drawer, it actually represents 1,000 years of humans arguing over dinner etiquette. Last but definitely not least, the microwave. One of the few inventions that came from pure accident. In 1945, an engineer named Percy Spencer was working with radar equipment when he noticed the candy bar in his pocket had melted. Instead of panicking, he started experimenting with the waves that caused it. He placed popcorn kernels in front of the radar. They popped. Then an egg. It exploded. That's when he realized microwaves could cook food incredibly fast. The first commercial microwave came out in 1947. It was over 5 feet tall and cost $5,000. Today, you can buy one for under $100 and heat up pizza in seconds. Not bad for a melted candy bar. So the next time you're brushing your teeth, reheating leftovers, or reaching for that roll of toilet paper, remember, these things weren't always so normal. They're the result of centuries of invention, accidents, and some very strange ideas. Which one of these everyday objects surprised you the most? Let me know down in the comments. And if you love learning the hidden history behind ordinary things, hit that like button and subscribe for more.